Our next recipient in the category of preparedness is a joint nomination addressed to Nikola Nikolov from Macedonia, Sundar Prasad Sharma from Nepal, and Sergiy Zibtsev from Ukraine. These three gentlemen have demonstrated leadership in strengthening national and regional capacities to respond to the humanitarian and environmental impacts of wildfires through emergency preparedness and awareness raising on environmental issues in their respective countries. Nikola Nikolov founded the Faculty of Forestry in Skopje. He is an expert in forest fire protection and has worked on fire management in terrain contaminated by radioactivity, unexploded ordnance, and landmines. Sundar Prasad Sharma has empowered local communities in Nepal on wildfire prevention and focuses his work on the secondary disasters after wildfires, such as landslides and rockfalls. Sergiy Zibtsev has dedicated his career to preventing wildfires of catastrophic dimensions in forests contaminated by radioactivity as a consequence of the failure of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in 1986. Professor Nikolov, Sundar Prasad Sharma, Professor Zibtsev, you have demonstrated courage and dedication in the field of fire preparedness, and we are pleased to recognize your work with the Green Star Award.
We would like to thank the Green Cross International, United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, and United Nations Environmental Program to bringing us here today and to be recognized as Green Star Awardee of this year. The occasion of the 20th anniversary of GCI, with the presence of the founding father, President Mikhail Gorbachev, and committed staff and volunteers from all over the world, indeed an honor. I feel privileged to receive the award in the category Preparedness, together with renowned key actors of the regional wildland fire network of Southeast Europe, the Caucasus and Eastern Europe, Professor Nikola Nikolov and Professor Sergiy Zibtsev. We believe that GCI, UN OCHA and UNEP have selected the theme of preparedness to reduce the threat arising from wildfire by recognizing the enormous damages wildfire are causing to the global environment and society, and recognizing those frontline firefighters who lost their lives to save people and our forests. In this regard, I would like to remember the 13 Nepalese army firefighters who lost their lives while fighting a wildfire in eastern Nepal in 2009. Similarly, 4 firefighters lost their lives in Macedonia last year. Furthermore, I would like to acknowledge the step taken in the South Asia region, in Eastern Europe, and in Southeast Europe, particularly recognizing the governments of Nepal, Ukraine, and former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia in demonstrating institutional and policy reform toward, including the participation of local rural communities in taking care of forests and benefiting from forest products, including valuable non-timber forest products such as herbs, mushroom, and forest as resources for grazing. And part of this endeavor is the participation of local populations to defend their field forests and villages against wildfires. Despite the general lack of financial and technological resources to serve all the needs and also the active interest of local people, there is a great enthusiasm of civil society to demonstrate civil responsibility. Please allow me to thank Professor Dr. Johan Goldamer, Head of the Global Fire Monitoring Center and the Coordinator of Global Wildland Fire Network operating under the United Nations International Strategy for Disaster Reduction for continuously energizing us, our effort in the region to prevent, prepare for and respond to environmental and humanitarian disasters due to wildfires around the world. And of course, we are grateful and thanks our families who are joining us today this great event, who are encouraging us to do what we need to do despite many difficulties. We will still share this award with those at home in Nepal, Ukraine and Macedonia and the neighboring countries who have devoted their energy, enthusiasm and sometimes their health and even lives to protect forest.
Dear Mikhail Sergeyevich, dear founders of Green Cross, dear Excellencies, dear colleagues, just short addition to words of my colleague from Nepal and from Ukraine. And we are dealing with fires contaminated by radionuclides lands after Chernobyl disaster. And how we reach better preparedness on these very dangerous fires that lift radionuclides actually to the air in local scale, which threaten to firefighters, but also to regional scale. And this I would like to refer to Mikhail Sergeyevich Gorbachev's words about, he told, let's do it together. And we're trying to do this together. Number one step is the networking. We are networking with the regional, I'm head of the Regional Eastern European Fire Monitoring Center. We're working on this globally with Global Fire Monitoring Center. What gives actually networking? This gives exchange of ideas. This gives knowledge. This brings knowledge from the theory to practice and make safer people, life of people and the environment. And second step, very important, this is a science, sound science, that allow us to know more about this phenomena, radioactive fires. And we invited best scientists in the world from top institutions, including Yale University of the United States and other universities, including our university in Ukraine, trying to better understand what's the risks on the future. And the third our component of our activity is awareness. Starting last 7-8 years, we constantly aware people on the top politician level of Ukraine, of Belarus, of Russia, of other countries, of international organizations about this threat. We bring this knowledge to local population, which is still living in contaminated areas. And then together make our efforts more effective and make our lives there more safe and secure. And thank you, first of all, Mikhail Sergeyevich, for all his leadership at Green Cross. Thank you.
Mr. President Gorbachev, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to repeat the same things. I just would like to say thanks to Green Cross International, UN, OCHA and UNE for this award. It is a great honor for me, but also responsibility. Also, I would like to say thanks to Professor Johan Goldamer, Director of the Global Fire Monitoring Center, for his support. And of course, on the end, thanks to my wife and family for their support, love and understanding in last years. Thank you all.